Hello, gorgeous human. Welcome back to the podcast. I am so excited for this episode. I'm coming off the back end of my first $300,000 cash month, and I want to really talk with you about three core things that I've done to shift into that. And this episode is going to be gold. So when you get value out of this or something lands, DM me landed on Instagram with the link to this episode so I know which one really lands for you. So $300,000 cash month. I've been making a lot of money in my business since I started. I never really had the issue that I see people have where it's like they're trying to come up. From the beginning, I just said to myself, I'm gonna make a lot of money quickly and that's what I'm gonna do. I never really bought into the mindset of it has to take time. I share that with you because that is who I am today. I don't believe that you need to climb a ladder. I don't believe that things need to take time. I believe that you can get a result as quickly as you decide you want to. And a lot of times you spend more time in struggle when you can just skip that. You don't have to stay there. You can just go forward to that next big milestone. And that's what I've done going to $300,000 cash months. And actually in September, we're further ahead now than when we were this time last month. And the beginning of August was really big. So one of the first things is that I really shifted into just speaking to premium buyers. You right now, I see it in your content. You're speaking to people that you don't even want in your programs. They come into your programs and we're not talking bad about people. These are amazing human beings, but it's your fault that you've attracted people that aren't a match for your mentorship. Go let them be with somebody else and focus on the people you want to be serving because it's a disservice to them as well. So you attract people that aren't a match for your work. You attract people that don't want to pay your services, but it all boils down to what? It boils down to your social media content. So when you're making content, a lot of times what you do is you think of that negative client. You think of that person you don't even like in your program. You think of, your brain goes to negativity versus going to the positive side of who you want to be serving. Now, here's the thing. What happens when you're speaking to somebody who's a more premium client? Their problems aren't as obvious. Okay, their problems are not as obvious as, say, somebody that's like just wanting to lose weight, just wanting to make more money, just wanting to date. Those are mass market problems. People will pay more for more nuanced problems. You understand them more. They want specificities. They want detail. They want intention. And I know this. I know my dream client. I know her nuanced problems. I know what she's going through. Why? Because she's going through what I've gone through. And you might not even be marketing, get this, to the person that you actually want to be serving. You might not even be marketing to her. You might be marketing to the client that gets on your nerves without even realizing it. So the first thing I did was what? I made content for premium clients that pay, clients that get results, clients that love mentorship, people like me. That's who I am. Are you marketing to people like you or to somebody else? Something to think about. The second thing that I did is I focused on premium clients, but what does that also mean? High ticket offers. What I see happening right now is a lot of people are doing the strategy of low ticket, which is great. I do it. However, they're missing the next step, which is buy the next tier offer, buy the next level program. You're so obsessed with like taking people on dates that you never ask them to get married. Here's the thing. A lot of people in your audience want to marry you right away, very quickly. A good portion of your audience wants to pay you high ticket. They want to bypass all of the low ticket stuff They don't want that. Like, I don't want that. I'm not that type of buyer. I want the upper tier, the high level type of work. So in your business, are you just selling low ticket, or are you saying to your clients, hey, you got this low ticket thing, but come buy this $15,000 offer, $10,000 offer, $40,000 offer, $50,000 offer, $25,000 offer, $10,000, whatever. Are you actually pitching them on the upper tier program? If you don't make the offer, no one's going to take the offer. So what did I do? I focused on premium clients, which means high ticket offers. And the last piece is influential marketing and content. This is something that I'm teaching on inside of the Influential Leader program, which is how to be a woman of influence. What does that mean? That means that when you speak, people listen. And it's very nuanced because there's some people in the online space who I know they're smart, I know them. I've known them for a while. They're confident, they know what they're talking about. But when they deliver it, it lacks confidence and conviction, and they don't feel solid. Have you seen this before? They don't feel grounded. It feels slightly off. It feels inauthentic. It feels like they're trying to be someone they're not versus really owning who they are. Influence is authenticity. It's authority. It's when you share something with your charisma, your confidence, your certainty, people listen. That's how you know you're an influential leader. When you say to do something, people listen. And if right now it's not a lot of people, great. That just means you're not being the level of an influential leader that you could be. And when you turn that up, what you're going to see happen is you're going to see a lot more people coming into your offers, because power is so much stronger than focusing on volume. Power is so much more influential than trying to cold pitch your program and offer to so many people. Power is influence. This is why I have the success that I have today, because I'm a woman of influence. And you're not a woman of influence when you're doubting your work, you're comparing your work. Women of influence, their work can't be compared because they're trailblazers, they're pioneers, they're visionaries. They're in a league of their own. They're not even competing. Because you can't even be compared. When you're not being a woman of influence, you are being like everyone else. You don't believe in your word. When you speak, people don't listen. And it shows up in little ways. It can show up in how you write copy. This is what I'm going to be teaching on the Influential Leader. It can show up in how you physically present yourself on camera. It can show up in your tonality. Can show up on a coaching call with a client. It's not just if we tweak your content, it's gonna be fine, because we can tweak your content. And this has happened before. People copy my content all the time. I'll make a post and literally an hour later there's a post like that. It's then they try and lead their clients, and their clients aren't getting results. I'm like, well, yeah, because you weren't actually that person. So if it was just switch your content, well, that everyone would be a millionaire, multimillionaire. But it's not. You have to be the influential leader, which is a different conversation. So those are really the three things that I focused on in the month of June, July, August to have my first 300K cash month. Now, September could be 500K cash month, $1 million sales month. These are the core three focuses I want you to have if you want to scale big. If you're going to 100K cash months, 50K cash months, right? These three things, I experienced a jump, okay? Just say that out loud, jump. I experienced a jump in my income. It was mid-year of 2022. I went from making 30K and I jumped to 62K. And then I jumped to 98K and then 100K and then 200K and now 300K. And that was a version, a level of what I just shared inside of this episode here. That's exactly what I did. I focused on being a woman of influence. I focused on speaking only to dream customers. And I focused on selling offers that brought in the most cash to the company. It really is that simple. And these are some of the things that I'm going to be teaching where? I'm going to be teaching these at Freedom Queen Live. I'm going to be teaching you how to build a high-end movement, how to build something extraordinary, how to build a body of work that's different than everyone else's, that blows up 24/7. So, Freedom Queen, if you got value out of this, put it in my inbox on Instagram and say land it, and I'll see you in the next one.